Namaste students, I am Mrs. Darathi from Dalmia Vidyamandir Dalmiapuram. Hope you all are fine and good at home. And today we are going to see an interesting topic, how the camel got its hump. So here, this is the topic of your story. Let's begin with the story. The story How the Camel Got Its Hump is a humorous fictional story by Rudyard Kipling, and the story began in the past when our world had just formed. In those days, animals had just started to work for humans. And here let me show you the picture. See the camel, it is doing something, just it is chewing the leaves of the tree. Then here the horse, here the dog, here is the ox. So let's see what is the thing which is happening among them. So all animals were working for human on Monday, but there was an animal, camel, who was living alone in the desert and was not doing any work. It was 3 days and the camel didn't even start his work. Seeing this, a horse with a saddle on its back came to the camel and said, "O camel, come out and walk like us." Then the camel replied, "Hump." You can see the word hump. Nearby the camel, you can see the word hump. Next, the annoyed horse went away and the dog came with a stick in his mouth. Here see, the dog came with a stick in its mouth. He was given the work to find sticks and carry them. The man has allotted the work to carry the sticks. So here the camel's answer in response to the dog was the same, hump. When it was asking the camel to carry the stick along with it, the camel said hump. Now the ox came. Okay, that is the third day, Wednesday. So the ox came with the oak on its neck. Ox suggested the camel to go and walk on the farm like him. The answer of the camel was the same, hump. So plowing is the work which the ox has to do. So here the camel replied, hump. So they all three go to the men and they are complaining about camel. So all the three, horse, dog and horse, after the end of the day went to the men and told the incidents. The men said, saying, hump will not work since the camel hadn't come. You three will have to compensate for the loss of work. So you all three have to compensate the work of the camel since the camel didn't do any work for the past 3 days. Those three animals got angry. Then they are deciding one thing. So here they are they are discussing with the man. Then Djinn is the man who conquers the forest. So now all the three animals were angry on the camel. They brought a panchayat under the Djinn. Djinn tried to convince the camel for work, but the camel knew no manner. The camel replied with the same, hump. So here, see here, the camel, when Djinn was asking the question, the camel again said, hump. So it was Thursday. You have not worked since Monday and now it is Thursday. You will have to work for 3 extra days. The camel's answer was only hump. Camel was looking into his image in the river. So here, then Djinn decided to take camel to a water pool. Here see, it is seeing its own reflection. So here, camel was looking at its own image in the river. Djinn came and made a hump on its neck. Can you see the hump on its neck? Yeah, here. So Djinn now said, you always say hump. Now you will live with the hump always. So you always says hump. When the dog comes, when the horse comes, when the ox comes, you always says hump. Even when I am asking question, you are saying hump. So I have created a new hump on your back. The camel came into senses and said in stress, this hump on my back, how will I work? So before that I don't have hump. Now I have hump. With that hump, how shall I work? Then Djinn consoled that the hump has a purpose. So you work for 3 extra days. This hump will provide you with food for 3 days. Come out the desert and start your work. So the camel started working and camel out of the desert and started working for the man. We now say hump instead of hump so that the camel won't feel bad. But the camel still hasn't learned how to behave and his 3 days extra work is still pending. So from this, what is the moral of the story, children? With this humorous tale, the author has tried to tell that people do not like a person who do not do any work. So we should work hard. We should not be a burden for others. We should work hard. Whatever work we are getting from our elders or your friends, we should do by ourselves. We should not postpone anything. This is the moral of the lesson, children. So in this, you have to learn how to work hard. Okay, children, thank you. Do the assignment properly. I hope you all will do it properly. Thank you, children. Be safe at home.